All right, I had an intro for this video and I realized that it sucked. So there will be no intro. This is the intro, and I'm going to get right into what I'm going to say. If you're not hooked, that is your issue. Sorry. Somebody else is going to be hooked. Scroll away or whatever it is you're going to have to do to not watch this video if you don't want to watch it. So hi. I was watching one of Adele's diva check. If you don't know who Adele is, by the way, you should fix that and stream her EP Provocateur. So I was watching one of her diva check-ins on TikTok and I thought to myself, I really want to be able to do that one day. When I have a community that cares about me enough to want to know what's going on in my life, not my personal life, but just projects that I'm doing, my journey as a creator, a Christian, and a polymath. And then I had another thought, which was basically just me realizing that I could just do that now. Like, I'm going to become the it girl that I've always wanted to be. So I should just start practicing, I guess. And that was how the It Girl report or diaries, I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to call it. It's between those two though. And that was how it was born. So welcome to entry 1. I'm your host, Oluwadara. Delicious. All right. So basically the It Girl report or diaries is going to be a rundown essentially of my last week or so. So basically this video is going to include everything that has happened. Well, not everything, not like the minute details, but like the most important events, things I've been working on, things I've done, things I've achieved in the past. It's supposed to be like a week, but I can't just like leave the first 3 days of the year out of it. Speaking of year, my first win of 2026 would have to be on crossover night itself. I managed to get home without anybody pulling me in for a hug or even like having me shake them or anything. I had so much anxiety about it the week prior. I wanted to do an online service and nobody made me hug them. Not a hugger. Well, actually, no, I'm a hugger. I'm just a selective hugger. I don't like hugging anyone who is not a part of the approved list of people that I would prefer to hug or be hugged by. The first 3 days of the year were so chill and unproductive and uneventful. Like, I basically did nothing but like sleep in for like those 3 days. This year, there was no New Year's buzz in any of those 3 days. That's a really great thing for me because every single time, like clockwork, every single time, first few days of the year are super hyped. The first 3 months are going to be great. Like for instance, in 2025, the first 3 months, I had no idea that I could experience so much joy. Those 3 months were like the best 3 months of my life so far. Well, not the best 3 months of my life in general, but like they were a really good first quarter of the year. And then on April 1st, 2025, everything just like went down. Like it just, I don't know what happened. I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Like what did I do? Like, what was the issue? The rest of the year just sucked. Like, it sucked so bad. Like, I don't think a year can suck as bad as 2025 did. And if you think a year can suck as bad as 2025 did, you're lying. You're a lying liar that lies. Stop lying. So there was no New Year's buzz. I hope that my theory about the New Year's buzz holds because I want this year to be really good. Like it has to be it's gonna be really good. I'm looking down, by the way, because I have my It Girl journal. It's where I have been writing basically everything. Well, not everything. The important things that are happening in my life. So on Sunday, I went back to school and my preview of hell on earth has to be this university. Like it, oh my gosh. I want to crash out. They decided that they were gonna make new students come into the hostels that I am staying in. And not just me, the entire block. They were gonna bring new students into that block and they were gonna move us to an entirely different hostel. And they didn't even make us move until I think it was like Thursday. I was in a class. No, I was in my faculty. I was in my faculty when I got the call that I needed to come back to the hostel because they were essentially throwing us out. Like they kicked us out that day. And we had to come to this hostel and essentially turn ourselves into makeshift real estate agents and find our own new rooms. Luckily for my roommate and I, we got rooms that are essentially the same thing as the rooms in our old hostel. I have the same bed I had in my former hostel, and she has the same bed she has in our former hostel. So that's great for us, but I'm sure it wasn't great for everybody. Like, I don't know, sucks to be them, I guess. All right, so episode 6 of my favorite show ever, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, came out, and I was gagged all 36 minutes of that. It didn't even feel like 36 minutes. The entire episode was just gag after gag after gag. Like, I was in gag city the entire time I was watching that episode. I was so happy I watched it. The cast, the costumes, everything about that show is just so beautiful. The writing, the dialogue, every single thing about that show is just so great. I am gonna riot, like, if that show doesn't get a sweep at the Emmys next year, or this, I don't know, like, how does that, I'm supposed to know how that works, but like, I don't. Gosh, whenever it is that they are eligible to get an Emmy, they need to have a sweep, or else I'm gonna be rioting. I'm gonna be there just like throwing hands. This show deserves its flowers. It deserves lots of flowers, a whole garden, if you will. It's like it's such a big blessing in my life, and not just the show, the books, the fandom. Gosh, I just love PJO so much. You should love it too. I love spreading the PJO gospel. You should go. If you haven't read the books, if you haven't watched the show, don't watch the movies though. We don't talk about the movies. We don't talk about them. So don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. I'm looking out for you. But as I said, I'm going to continue spreading the PJO gospel. This is not going to be the last time. This is definitely not going to be the last time you're going to hear that from me. So yeah, I watched episode 6 and it was great. And I can't wait for episode 7 to come out. It's going to come out in a few days from when I'm recording this video. So I love that for me. I'm in the future. Last year, I read a total of 5 books. I know I'm not that like proud of it. One of the books isn't even a book, it's a webcomic. I read Lore Olympus. The second book that I read, well, actually no, Lore Olympus isn't the first book I read, but it was one of the books. I think it was like the second or third. The first book I read was the 5th volume of a light novel, Classroom of the Elite. I love the anime series. I read the first book of the PJO series, like, cause I'm doing a reread. Well, I was supposed to do a reread. I can't really count it as a reread, like marathon anymore, because I only read 2 books. I read the first book relatively quickly, like in a few days, and then the second book I took like several months to read it. It started in like August, and then I finished like a few days at the end of the year, which was so weird because why did it take me so long to just read a book that I've already read before several times? So the last book I read, New Year's Eve or the day before that, it was this Christian romance novel. The book itself wasn't anything special. Like, it wasn't the best book ever. Like, it's not gonna blow your mind at all. But I'm so glad that I read it because I was looking for more stories and I saw this book on Wattpad. So I read the story on the Wattpad website because I don't have the app. And then I downloaded the app because I wanted to read more books because the book was really good. I'm so happy that I read that book because I'm so obsessed with these books right now. Something about romance that centers Jesus really tickles my heart. The people yearn for Heartsong presents. If you don't know what that is, that's like, I think it's a subsidiary of Harlequin novels, but like, it's just Christian romance. Like, it's just Christian romance. I used to get like so many books for birthdays, and a lot of those books would be Heartsong Presents books. And when I got my phone, I would also read those books too, because like I love Christian romance so much. Something really sad did happen though. I don't know if it's like really sad. Like, it is really sad actually. Yes, it is. I was reading this book, and at the end, I don't usually read author's notes because I don't really care if you had to go for your grandmother's funeral or your cat died, or your dog died, or your plant died, or your fish died. Like, I don't mind if you were like thrown literally under a bus and you had to get surgery. You don't owe me your writing. I think it's okay for you to just like take a break and just come back. You're allowed to do whatever you want. Like, it's your, like, you're not even getting paid. Like, you can do whatever you want without an explanation. So I usually don't read author's notes because of that, because I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I want to read the story. But I decided to read this particular author's note because it was at the end of the story, and this girl, basically, she was saying that she is no longer of the faith. And I saw in another, because I was so curious, I saw in another like announcement thingy, like what did they call, message board, a message board message, where she like responding to someone and she's like, oh, she's agnostic now. And I was wondering, because the last chapter of the book I was reading where I saw that author's note was published like earlier in 2025. That's last year. And the author's note came out on September 30th, because I remember, I think September 20th of 2025. I was so bummed out about it. Like, I was like, what happened? And I know it's inevitable that like some people will fall away from the faith. Like, it's inevitable and it's okay. Like, as I said, it's not my business because it's her life, but I was just so bummed about it, you know? So after discovering that, I was so upset about it. Like, I almost deleted the app. I was like, no, I'm not reading anything again. Like, I'm not doing this again. Like, this feels so sad. So I was sad about that for a minute, and then I was just like passively reading this other series, and I got hooked. Like, I've been hooked on that series ever since, because I'm currently, well, obviously I'm making this video now, so I'm not reading the book, but like I'm currently reading the series, and I actually can't wait to finish making this video because I want to get back to reading the series. I spammed TikTok. Yeah, I did. And I got my usual.
Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
I don't really post anything other than like lip syncs, and mentioned TikTok because I was supposed to have posted this video and the letter that also accompanies this video on Substack, but in usual Dara fashion, I procrastinated because obviously I'm in a new room now. I haven't unpacked so that I can get out my outfit. Like, I can choose like a really nice outfit so that I can decorate my room, because as you can see, like, nothing is decorated. Like, I think, what is this? This is my bag, and I think that's my bonnet over there. So like, nothing substantial is in my room at the moment. I know that deep down it's because I'm like scared. I have been having a lot of anxiety in terms of like posting online, because I've never done a talking head video like this before. Like, I guess I have to get over my fear. That's what I'm doing, I guess. It's hard, guys. Like, it really is hard. This year, I want to watch about a movie a day. I have not been doing that. I've only watched one movie so far, and that movie is a Studio Ghibli film. I'm so happy that my first movie of the year is a Studio Ghibli film, and it's the first Studio Ghibli film, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. That film is so beautiful. Like, I really understand why people love Studio Ghibli so much, and that film was just, it was wow. I love the fact that it was a female-led story that centered around the woman that was leading the story. So this is where things are gonna get serious. I started writing again this year. I've always been writing, but I started rewriting my debut novel. Rewriting? I can't really say that I was rewriting. I was never, well, I never finished the first draft, so I can't really say that I'm rewriting the novel. I'm just writing it from scratch. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And all the feelings of inadequacy that stopped me from writing the draft in the first place Like, they've been coming at me. I'm really working hard to fight it because I have to write anyways. Like, I want to write the story, so I have to work through it regardless of however it is I feel about myself or my writing. The thing is, I recently discovered that the type of writing or the genre that I've been pining after or longing for, yearning, if you will, to be able to write is literary fiction. I want to be a literary fiction writer. And my writing currently is not literary fiction. It's not a bad thing because, like, it's okay if my writing isn't exactly the way I want it to be at the moment. Like, I have to practice, obviously. It currently sounds like I'm sending a half-hour rant to my besties group chat. I don't want it to sound like that. Every single time I think about writing, like sitting down to write, I have to like ignore the thought, because I've been writing, so I have to ignore the thought that, like, what if I write something so middling? It's been a few days since I started. I hope it's gonna get better. Even if it doesn't, I'm still gonna continue because I have to finish that first draft this year, so I have no other choice. I know people are gonna be like,
Oh, you don't have to write like anybody. You can sound the way you want. You can sound like yourself. You're gonna find your voice anyways.
it's like, yeah, I know, like, I don't think my writing is bad. Like, I have moments where I think that what I'm writing sounds exactly like what I want to sound like. And the problem is that every single time I write something, that moment in that piece is overshadowed by the rest of the piece, because the rest of the piece just seems very and I want my writing to mean things to people. I don't just want people to relate or to read. Like, I want it to have some deep rooted connection with people's souls. I want people to feel things when they read what I write. I want them to think things. I want them to think about things. I want them to want things. I want them to not want things from the things that I write. I want my writing to be memorable, quotable, if you will. Currently, I just feel like it doesn't give that. It's not that I think that books or pieces of writing that don't sound sophisticated, so to speak, don't have any substance. That's not the substance that I want to have. I want to have this kind of substance, the substance that I described before. And the difference between my writing now and where I know I can be and where I want to be is so vast that it terrifies me. Paradox is that if I stop writing because my writing currently sucks to me, well, it doesn't suck to me. It's just not as good as I want it to be. If I stop writing because of that, I'm never going to be able to get good. And if I continue to write, I'm going to continue to write stuff that doesn't seem that good to me. So, food for thought for me and you, I guess. So, this year, I hope to be able to be rid of my fear of failure. Very convenient that I'm actually doing this year too, because my grades are bad. Like, they suck. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. And there's a possibility of me failing something this year. I don't know what it is, but like, it's the possibility just like hanging around. For context, I've never gotten anything less than a C, like academically anyways. I've never gotten anything less than a C ever in my life. And for me, a C is the same thing as getting an F. A B is like a C, and well, an A, depending on how low or high it is like an A or a B. Now, even though it's possible, like logically it's possible that I might fail, I know that that's not going to happen because I have faith in God and, well, in nothing. Because like, I'm putting in the work. I have faith. That's all I need. As crazy as it might sound, grades are the least of my issues, or the least of the things that I'm concerned about, because I am currently unemployed. I do not have a job. I am jobless, and that is not something I want to continue the year with. The age I'm turning this year is a very serious age, and I'm still unemployed. Like, I'm graduating next year, and I don't have a marketable skill, or not even an internship do I have to my name. No work experience and nothing. Like, so it stresses me out so much, because like everybody's telling me, oh,
Your only job is to study, and you should just focus on that. Like, you don't need to worry.
And I'm like, yes, I need to worry, because in the same breath, you guys are like,
You should probably fix the fact that you don't have XYZ thing. Like, you should do something about that. You should go buy that thing. You should go get this thing.
you should eat. You should probably eat. If you know, you know. They're telling me you should probably eat. And I'm like, I can't eat because I don't have money. I don't have a tree at the back of my block where I can just like pluck money. You are my source of income. And I personally am not happy about that, because at any point in time, you can decide that, oh, I don't want to give you money anymore because I'm an adult. Like, I should be able to fend for myself. And I'm not entitled to the money that you worked for. And I'm not working. I should be working. And you guys are telling me to sit down and calm down and sing Kumbaya. I'm not doing that. Like, it's like, obviously I understand the sentiment, because like I should be studying. I should be working on studying. But it's like, there's life after school. I have to think about that too. I hate the idea of having to depend on people so much that I can't do anything for myself. It might not seem like that all the time. I'm scared about I'm really scared about like what's gonna happen when I graduate if I don't eventually like have a job. Like, even before I graduate, even the amount of panic attacks I've had while thinking about me ending up homeless because I have no job is alarming at this point. Like, I haven't had any recently, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. I need to get myself a job. And obviously, I'm not just sitting around. As I said, like, I'm putting in the work. I'm learning the marketable skills that I'm gonna need to get a job. But it's like, my brain doesn't brain the way brains should brain. I'm not saying that I'm dumb or anything. I don't think that. But my brain, I'm not neurotypical. So it takes a while. And it's been taking a while. Like, it's been taking quite a while. And I'm getting frustrated because I wanna learn faster. I wanna do stuff faster. And I'm not doing stuff faster because my brain is not braining how it should brain. And I also have to think about the fact that I have exams. It's a lot on my head. So I can see why I have so much anxiety about it. But like, I should not be worrying because I have God. And because of that, I'm not worrying as much as I know I would be worrying if I didn't have so much peace about this. As I said, I have God, and He's given me peace that passes all understanding, even my understanding. I know that things are going to work out because I am loved by God, and I love God, and I am called for a purpose. And according to Romans 8:28, things work out for people in that category, in those categories rather. So yeah. All right, so next week I have lots of stuff to look forward to. Now, mainly PJO episode 7. I'm so happy that I live in a timeline where I get to watch this show in real time. So episode 7 is coming out, and also I have a musical marathon that I've like scheduled for next week. I hope I'm gonna be able to do it because I have exams next week as well. But I'm gonna where there's a will, there's a way. Like, I'm definitely gonna be watching my musicals. I'm a musical girly through and through. Whew, that was a lot. I hope I covered everything. I doubt I did. So you should go read the full newsletter of everything that I hope I said here on Substack. It's Delicious Letters. I hope to see you same time next week. Hopefully not the same time, because this is not when I'm supposed to post, but right time next week. Yeah, I hope to see you then. Vale.